exactly that almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, the book spent more than 150 weeks on the New York Times bestseller list, and the Small Stuff series has since sold more than 25 million copies. They even got the attention of Oprah, and Christine is touring Australia for the first time, and she joins us now. Christine.
Hi, good morning, guys. It's so nice to be here.
You've just landed.
I have in Sydney. I have been visiting Perth and Adelaide on an amazing tour with a couple of amazing women, Kim Serafini and Annette Sim, Aussie ladies. They brought me over from America to do the Truth Event live, and I'm so excited to meet you all because I really feel like meeting the people of a country is really seeing the country, so I'm so excited.
Now, talking about don't sweat the small stuff, what do you define as the small stuff?
Well, I think we all know what the small stuff is. It's the minor annoyances that, we all have every single day. It's when you're in the supermarket line and there's like somebody in the express lane and they have 15 items, or they have 20 and they're supposed to have 15. Or your husband or wife does something that when initially you thought it was really cute that they did it, now it becomes quirky and annoying. You know, these little things are the things that usually get us out of whack. We really rally for the big stuff of life for the most part.
And how do you teach people to sort of move away from sweating the small stuff, from playing that tape in their head of, oh, that guy cut me off in traffic, oh, I can't believe they're late, oh, I can't believe this happened or that happened, you know? How do we get away from that?
You know, it's very simple practices, and that's what all the whole book series is about having perspective about life, that happiness in and of itself is not a pursuit. It really is about having internal perspective, and it's an inside game. And that's why there's 9 books in the series that deal with 9 different groups of people and all sorts of topics. Give people strategy for better living.
I think our previous generations, like my parents and grandparents, didn't sweat the small stuff. Do you think we sweat the small stuff more now than we've ever done?
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why the series has been so popular and remains timeless, is that it picks up value systems from previous generations and brings people back to the core value of what is common sense. You know, what is common sense? Happiness is really quite simple, and we make it very complex. And I think as cultures, we've made it about achieving things and achieving accolades, when in fact, happiness happens at home with your family, it happens in small moments and really great joy. And the small stuff will take you away from the great joy that you can experience in life.
Tragically, you've had to deal with not just small stuff, but also some big stuff. You lost your husband suddenly a few years ago at a young age.
I did.
What did that sort of teach you about grief and about dealing with issues that aren't small, but actually the big issues in life and the most difficult things to deal with that anyone can face?
Well, ironically, you know, people have asked me over and over again, how can I prepare for loss? You know, and the truth is you prepare for loss in how you live every day. That you're not going to be happy when you're going through big life change transitions or loss, but you will return to happiness if you practice some very basic principles of mental health, which are all throughout the Don't Sweat the Small Stuff book series. And much of what we're talking about in this event in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane with the Truth Event Live, you know, we're talking about all the ways that you can be more resilient in life and enjoy your life. Because at the end of the day, we all want to be in joy, right?
Top 5 ways we can enjoy life.
Well, you know, for example, there are so many strategies about just seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary. You know, remembering that it's the simple joys. You know, the moment that your kids put their hand in your hand. It's the moment your child comes up to you in the kitchen and says, "Mommy, Mommy, I've got something to show you." And if you're too tired to notice, you know, you're going to regret that. That's for sure. We all regret those moments where we're, you know, on our cell phone and we're not paying attention, we're not being present to life. Presence is really key. And, you know, oftentimes we're so worried and stressed about life that we forget that this is the moment that really counts.
We wanted to ask you very, very quickly about Oprah. We've talked about that, you know, Oprah's given advice to millions and millions of people around the world, but, you know, you almost are a person who's given her advice. How did that happen, and what advice can you give to Oprah?
Well, you know, Richard was really Oprah's darling. I mean, honestly, like, I had the experience and the great joy and honor of being on Oprah to tribute Richard, but he taught Oprah, and she says how to be present in life.
Excellent. That is such a true point, being present. passes you by. Thank you so much for joining
Oh,
us. We
thank you.
really
It's
appreciate
been a
it, Christine.
pleasure, an honor.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And of course, you can find out all the details about Christine's speaking tour, The Truth event, live on our website, template.com.au/wake up.
Well, coming up after the break, your morning